Hello folks, well today we have certainly an action-packed level. This really combines many different things, and one of the most interesting sort of things about this level is that the drone that we've been using on the last one actually now transports into a sort of a remote control high-tech car that can, you know, pretty much send back a signal back to the device. So we've got a basically remote control car with a video on it, and it also can produce a sonic pulse. We'll be using that later on in this level, but mostly for now we're actually using a hell of a lot of sniper rifles to eliminate targets. Later on there'll be a lot more close combat with light machine guns and assault rifles, but like I said at the beginning, right at the beginning stages, the first sort of 5 minutes, it's mostly sniper rifles and marking targets with the drone. I have to say, I thought it was refreshing to do some sniping. Makes a change.
Target down. All right.
You can really get some quite accurate shots with the sniper rifle.
I'm moving.
We need to get rid of these guards first. Secure the perimeter.
One of the most difficult things about this level was actually trying to locate where everyone was. This is where the drone really comes in use, and you can see how many targets there are here. And just mark them all, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, waiting on 4, that's me. I take my target ready, get them in the crosshairs, and
Ready to fire.
all the other teammates fire at the same time. We've just executed about exactly 4 different enemies at the same time. The one that I just took off is actually where I am now, on the tower. Strangely, his body has disappeared. Back in the drone, marking the final targets on this tower. And this is the drone that effectively transports into a remote control car, as it were. Well, it's not a car, but I can't think of the exact name. Well, it's a drone, only a drone that moves on the floor, on the ground. So doing the same sort of thing, marking all the targets, and then eliminating them all.
All right, form up for entry.
So next up we go down, and just over onto the top right hand corner of the screen there's a bit where we have to, you can actually see now at the bottom of the screen, that's where we're going to have to rappel down. But first, this is where we use the drone on the ground. So fly the drone in, this would be amazing to have in real life. Fly the drone in, press control, and now we drive it like a little car. It was really quite difficult to control actually. As you can see, my terrible skills of hitting against the pillar.
Looks like they're still waiting around. I should have been here by now. You think he's spooked?
So you drive it down the stairs. In a second now. And then right in the middle of the target where I can set my sonic pulse.
Go, go, go!
Something very satisfying about that much deeper sound of the gun when you go into slow motion though.
Oh, wait, kid, careful, man. We might need him.
Overlord, gonna need you to trace a signal.
Copy, Hunter. Punch it to us.
You got it.
So next up after that little VT, we go on to this level. This level is extremely intense, and I can't define extremely more bold capital letters underline. Mainly because there's a hell of a lot of civilians. All the cars and the vehicles really make it difficult to find out where the enemies are. So the drone comes in really sort of important use here. It's a case of marking all the targets, as you can see, marking the priorities, and just telling the teammates where to shoot. If I was to go at this without the drone, I'd be here all day, so as you can see, it's just a lot of drone use. Next up, there is some close combat, and it gets much more closer than this later on in this video. I'm talking about the enemies are about about a foot away from me, and it's shooting really close targets. In a second you'll see, as you can see, some of the targets coming right up. And again, this happens again, and a little bit later on in the video, like I said, much more of this to come. They're already shooting my drone, so I decided to back the drone out at this time to make sure that it doesn't get any more fire. When you recall the drone, you actually can repair it, but once it's gone, so you have to make sure you recall it. Thought I'd mark some more though, just before I get it back. At this point I thought it'd be right to heal the teammates since they sometimes heal me. Again, drone back out, as you can see now, I'm in full health because we've repaired it. Now marking that enemy target vehicle. Another thing that's really difficult about this is the civilians and the targets just appear so similar, so you can't, sometimes one of them runs up and you think, oh, it's just a civilian, and then next thing you know, you've got a gun going on your head, so... it's really hard to tell. Basically, if they got a thing sticking out near their area, shall we say, it's probably a gun and you've just got to make sure you got to get them before they get you. So heavy machine fire from that vehicle. This is where there's some very close call combat. As you can see, shooting just with the targets about a foot away from them. We haven't got time to mark enemies, we just have to literally go at it now. So now we've cleared the area and it's just a case of going to the car.
Alright, Ghost, we're secure.
Damn it! Target's fled!
Overlord, Hunter, you got a read on the HVT?
Is that a cell?
Bomb, get clear, get clear! Hunter, this is Overlord. Do you copy? Hunter, this is Overlord. Do you copy? Come in, Hunter.
Overlord, Hunter is intact. What happened?
Dealer's car must have been rigged to blow.
And the target?
The dealer secured a new vehicle and is on the move. You'll have to track him from the air. We've got choppers inbound to pick you up. Move to the rally.
Copy. On the way.
So next up, this is the first time ever using a machine gun on the helicopter, or the chopper, whatever you want to call it. Not as easy as it would seem, honestly. I know I seem like a terrible shot, but it's just not very easy to control, because obviously you're moving, the target's moving, everything's pretty much moving, and you've got to try and keep locked on that target, so it's not as easy as it might appear. And also a little later you'll see that I have to also avoid a target too, so... This is the point I'm talking about. You have to be careful not to hit the green, but to hit the red, whilst the vehicle's moving and the chopper's moving, so... not the easiest thing to do.
We're losing it! Go, go! Keep the pressure on! Cal, we got this! Alright, we're giving it to him now!
Put a bird down across the road. Let's see if she can drive through that.
Heads up, here we go.
Step it up, come on! Oh, shit, yeah, that ought to stop her.
So this is the final stages of the game now. Well, not the game, but the level. First time using a flashbang on this game. So as you can see, flashbang is deployed. We go over to the target and shoot. It was very dark in that area. It was hard to tell where the target was. Now we're clear, and it's just a case of finding the.
We got her. She's out, but alive. Overlord Hunter. Target secured.
So everyone, that's it. At the end of this video, you'll see my score at the end. I think it's about 75. Very much for watching, and until next time, see you later.